Hello. Hello. I hope this is working. Let me know if you can see me. Hello. It's really good to be with you all. We've had a bit of a stressful start. But yeah, it seems to be working now. Can you let me know if you can see or hear me? I know there's a bit of a delay. Can you see? People are saying anything? Oh no, you can't. Joss is here. He's going to be my correspondent. Once his phone has started, he's going to be looking at the comments because you're a bit far away, the comments. So hopefully that will be helpful in a bit. I don't know. Anyone can see her. Yay! Someone can see him for us. Thank goodness. I don't know. Should we wait for see if a few more people come on? At the moment, we've got 11 people watching us, which isn't very many, and I'm very disappointed, actually. People's timekeeping. That's okay. Should we maybe just wait for a few minutes? I don't know. Yeah, let's wait for a few minutes. How have you been? We've been getting ready for the quiz for, I don't know, a while, really since the last one when we decided to do it. But today we've been getting ready. We've got a very special picture round later, which we've spent the afternoon doing, which I'm really looking forward to. What else have we done today? You've sorted the shed. Joss is having a good day. For those of you who know about Joss's health, he's been sorting the shed the last few days and tidying it up. It's his birthday on Sunday, and today we got a present, but I let him open early because it was food, and it was a cheese box, which is very exciting. So he's got, what are they? Two sheep's cheeses and a French one and some other bits because he does like cheese. We've also found out that the Cow and Apple in Yeovil is open again for delivery on tomorrow and Saturday, so you might get a birthday takeaway, which is very exciting. So this quiz, we've got 5 rounds and 5. Hi, Dad. We've got 5 rounds and 5 bonus questions. Everything is worth 10 points. So it's going to be out of 100, which sounds a bit scary. I promise it won't be that intense. But it was just round numbers make me happy. So we don't know round numbers. So 5 main rounds with 10 questions each, or 10 points each, and then 5 bonus questions. You will need pen and paper, maybe not for the rounds, but definitely for those bonus questions. So if you haven't got a pen and paper, maybe go and get one. So yeah, 15 people. Should we get going? I don't know. What do you think?
Yes.
I think let's get going. It's good to see you all. 16 people. Hello. 16 people, 16 households maybe. Oh gosh, I might have a drink first. Do you have a drink?
Yeah.
Cool. Got some orange juice. Got an orange lolly in the fridge. I forgot to have it earlier. I might have it afterwards. We're going to be done by 8 o'clock. So if you want to, well, not if you want to, you should go out and clap for the NHS. Then go and do that. So we'll definitely be done by then. And if we're not, then if we've got loads still to do, we'll stop and go do that and then come back if you want to. I'm gonna just, what's going on here? Boop, boop, boop. Sorry, we've had issues with our internet all day, dropping off and coming back. So while Joss was having dinner, we said a prayer that our internet would manage. So we're on Wi-Fi at the moment, but we might get changed to a hotspot if something doesn't work out. But hopefully it will all be okay. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Cool. Let's start. Joss is just off. He can read your comments. Let us know how you did in in the questions. So what we'll do is we'll do a round, a bonus question, and then we'll tell you the answers. So we'll do that 5 times. And let us know how you did. So then we'll do, a round, bonus question. Then we'll mark those and you can tell us what you got out of 20 for that part. So the first round we thought we'd sort of ease you in. It's kind of a 50-50 round. So it's kind of this thing or that thing. So there's only one right answer and I'll give you some more information. And at the end of the round, just tell me if you want me to repeat any of them. Okay, so question number one, eyes down. Which Disney film happened or was released more recently? Pinocchio or Bambi? So which Disney animated film is more recent? Pinocchio or Bambi? See what you have a little discussion. I'm not going to leave you too long for these ones, especially because they're only 50-50. Which animal can run faster? An ostrich or a lion? So which one has like the highest maximum speed? An ostrich or a lion? I wasn't sure about that when I looked it up. I'm not going to give anything away. Okay, number 3, I had literally no idea on, so good luck. If you're like me, you'll be completely guessing. Which country has the highest population? Serbia, or my favourite country from Eurovision, Azerbaijan, just because it's fun to say. So which country has the highest population? Serbia or Azerbaijan? Good luck. Number 4. Which chocolate bar has more calories? A Snickers bar or a Crunchy bar? Crunchy's got like the honeycomb in it, but then the Snickers has got caramel and nougat. Interesting. Joss is pulling faces like, because he doesn't know the answers to these ones. I did this round without him, so he doesn't know the answers either.
I'm not taking part.
He's not taking part. Number 5. Which chain has more restaurants in the UK? Nando's or Pizza Express? Which chain has more restaurants in the UK? Nando's or Pizza Express? I like crunchy bars too. I don't really like nuts, so I don't really like a Snickers. So yeah, which chain has more restaurants in the UK? Nando's or Pizza Express? Number 6. Which word? This was fun. Which word has more letters in it? Anti-disestablishmentarianism or supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? Good question. Good thinking, Catherine. If I do say so. Which word has more letters in it? Which word is longer? Anti-disestablishmentarianism or supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? Question 7. It wouldn't be a church quiz without a Bible question, I thought. So I thought we'd better have a Bible question in that. Which has more chapters? Matthew or Revelation? In the Bible, which book has more chapters? Matthew or Revelation? I didn't know that one. Did you?
No.
Well, not did you? Do you?
No.
Yeah, no. This one's good. And I'll give you, well, it's not really a clue. There's only a year difference in this one. Who is older, the Dalai Lama or the Pope? Who is older, the Dalai Lama or the Pope?
They're both pretty old.
They are both quite old. They're both in their 80s. But who is older? Number 9. Which song is longer? Hey Jude by Beatles or Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen? Which song lasts longer? Which song is longer? Hey Jude or Bohemian Rhapsody? And then the last one in this round, me and Joss hate sports rounds in quizzes. They're not our strong suit, but we thought we better have at least a couple of sporty questions in it. I wouldn't have a clue what the answer to this one is. I had to Google it. Who has been the runner-up, who has come second in more FIFA World Cups? Hungary or the Netherlands? So who has been runner-up in more FIFA World Cups, Hungary or the Netherlands? Let me know. That's the end of this round. Let me know if you want any questions repeating, but I feel like they're kind of one or the other, so hopefully you did all right with those. You got any comment?
No sports.
No.
People don't like sports.
No sports. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lydia.
Yeah.
But at least it's a 50-50 sport question, not a which team won the 1976 blah blah blah.
Probably not even won in 1976.
Maybe not. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, bakers. Cool. So if we're all done with that one, let's go to the bonus question. So this bonus question has 10 answers. And we're going to give you, I don't know, an amount of time to answer. We haven't decided yet. But basically, you can write
questions 1 to 6 of the round again, because they missed it at the start.
Oh, question 1 to 6 again? Gosh, that's fine.
That's fine.
Question 1. So you get the idea of the round, though, so you'll be able to do them quickly. Which Disney film is more recent, Pinocchio or Bambi? Question 2. I'm just going to go through all of them again. Question 2. Which can run faster, an ostrich or a lion? Question 3. Which country is more populated, Serbia or Azerbaijan? Question 4. Which chocolate bar has more calories, a Snickers bar or a Crunchy bar, assuming they're the same size, not like a giant Snickers bar and a fun size Crunchy, both normal size chocolate bars. Which chain has more restaurants in the UK, Nando's or Pizza Express? Which word has more letters, anti-disestablishmentarianism or supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? Which book has more chapters in the Bible, Matthew or Revelation? Who is older, the Dalai Lama or the Pope? Which song is longer, Hey Jude or Bohemian Rhapsody? And who has been runner-up in more FIFA World Cups, Hungary or the Netherlands? So that's the end of round 1, and we'll do the answers in a bit. So anyway, bonus question 1. You got about 20 seconds. You're going to need a pen and paper. You can write 10 answers, and then you'll get a point for each answer that's correct. So in 2018, I've got the list of the countries that had the most tourists from overseas. So what top 10 countries, showed you 5, it's because I'm holding a glass in the other, with top 10 countries were visited the most by the most overseas tourists. So I'm going to give you, I don't know, 15 seconds, 20 seconds to write down 10 answers, what you think. But you can only have 10 answers, because otherwise you could just guess every country ever. So try and write down your top 10. If you can't think of 10, write down 6. Write down as many as you can. You'll get a point for every correct answer. So the countries that were visited by the most overseas tourists in 2018. There wasn't any data for 2019. Maybe it was all thrown off with
Corona.
everything going on at the moment.
At least we know the data for this year is going to be very low.
Yeah, no one going on holiday at the moment. Right, you've got 10 seconds to try and finish up your top 10 countries visited by the most overseas tourists in 2018. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't know why I did that. Okay, so we'll go back now to the answers from round 1, and then we'll do the answers to this question. Yeah?
Yep.
I think that sounds like a good idea. So be ready to mark your answers. Question 1, the correct answer was Bambi. Bambi was released in 1942, and Pinocchio was released in 1940. So the correct answer was Bambi. A lion is faster than an ostrich. So the lion was the right answer. A lion apparently can go 80 kilometers an hour, and an ostrich 70. Still quite fast, but yeah, a lion can reach speeds of 80 kilometers an hour, apparently. Azerbaijan is the more populous country. It's got 10 million people nearly living in it, and Serbia has about 7 million. So the correct answer is Azerbaijan. Question 4, the answer is a Snickers bar, has more calories in it, has like over 200 calories, and a Crunchy bar has 180-ish. The next question, number 5, there are more Pizza Expresses in the UK than in Nando's. There's 470 Pizza Expresses and 340 Nando's.
Pizza is definitely better than Nando's.
Oh, I like Nando's then. Let's not argue on camera. Question 6. The longer word was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It's spelt, and I remember this, and my sister, if my sister's watching, I don't know if she is, but she'll know it from a musical. I know how to spell it, because in the musical Mary Poppins they spell it SUPERCALIFRAGILISTICEXPIALIDOCIOUS. Thank you. And that's 34 letters, whereas anti-disestablishmentarianism only has 28. Question 7. Which book has more chapters in the Bible? Matthew. Matthew has 28 chapters, and Revelation has 22 chapters. So Matthew is the longer book. The Dalai Lama is older. He's 84, and the Pope is 83. Right, this is the one that I got wrong, right? Because I thought Bohemian Rhapsody is the longer song, but it's not. Hey Jude is weirdly long, and I didn't know that. Hey Jude is longer. It's over 7 minutes long, and Bohemian Rhapsody is less than 6. So there you go. There's all the Hey Jude, Jude, all that bit. That goes on for a while. Na, 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 na. And the last question in this round, who has been runner-up in more FIFA World Cups, Hungary or the Netherlands? The answer is the Netherlands. The Netherlands has come second 3 times, and Hungary has only come second twice. So, yes. So those are the answers to the first round, and now answers to that bonus question.
How do people do?
Oh no, let's do the bonus question, and then people let us know how they did. Okay, so the top 10 most visited countries. I'm going to start at the least and then go up. United Kingdom is on the list, which I wouldn't have thought, actually. United Kingdom is bottom of the 10, but still. United Kingdom, then Thailand, then Germany, then Mexico, then Turkey. Remember, you get a point for each one. Then Italy, then China, then the United States, and then Spain, and then France is the most visited country, and it has been for a while. On lots of the lists from like previous years, I was looking at France is the most visited, and again, I wouldn't have thought that. So yeah, you should have a score out of 20 now. Let us know how you did, and we'll get ready for the second round. Second round's harder. We thought we'd sort of ease you in, but the second round's a bit harder. But let us know how you did in the comments, what you got out of 20.
14 out of 20 for the Newtons. Well done.
Oh, well done, Newtons. 14 is really good.
11 out of 20, 11 out of 20.
Anyone else? No.
Yeah, lots of 11s out of 20s.
Lots of 11s. Well done if you got more than 11. 11 seems like it might be the average.
Oh dear.
Well done if you got 11 as well.
Oh dear, my parents got 15.
Well.
They're the ones to beat.
There might be some moles. We didn't tell them the answers to this one. We didn't tell them. Well, no. Actually, no. The last round, you're disqualified because we told you some of the questions and the answers. Stephen Johnson, you're banned from the last round. Cool.
Excellent. Well,
oh,
very good. Nearly everyone got over 50%, so well done.
Very good. Well done. Right, the next round, round 2. You probably know, most of you probably know, I work in a school, and so we thought we'd do like a fun education round. I don't know, but it's probably easier if you've been at school recently. So if you are in primary school, or if you're in secondary school, or especially if you're doing like GCSEs or A levels, if you're sort of year 9 to year 12, that kind of age range, you might do really well in this. So the questions are going to get harder. We're going to start with Key Stage 1. We've got 2 questions for each Key Stage. So Key Stage 1 is years reception to year 2. We've got 2 questions for that. And then we'll do years 3 to 6, 2 questions for that. Then Key Stage 3, years 7 to 9, 2 questions for that. Then Key Stage 4, and then college age. And we've got them based on different school subjects. So Key Stage 1, the first question is Key Stage 1 art. Now, if you've got children, maybe let them answer first, because I would hope that parents watching would know. What colour do you get when you mix yellow and blue? Key Stage 1 art. My mum would know this. She works in a school. I hope most of you know it, to be honest. What colour do you mix when you mix yellow and blue? What colour do you get? Key Stage 1 art. Question 2 is Key Stage 1 chemistry, or just science, I suppose. What is water called after it has been evaporated? Yes, grandchildren definitely count, Stephen and Christina. What is water called when it is evaporated? Key Stage 2 now, so years 3 to 6. This is the age range that I work in at my school. Key Stage 2 English language. What book should you use to find synonyms and antonyms? What book should you use to find synonyms and antonyms? Have a little think, have a little discussion if you've got a team. And now this one, you will need pen and paper for.
Well,
just wanted it to be really hard, and although children at my school do this kind of question, I thought this was a bit mean. But
no calculators.
No calculators. You've got to use a pen and paper. Try and do some long multiplication. What is 27 squared? Good luck. I'll give you a little bit of time to work that out. That is a mean question. He wanted it to be hard. I was thinking about types of triangles or something, but he was really mean.
The thing is, she brings these maths questions home for me to do, and then laughs when I can't do them.
That's
so,
true.
You know,
that's true.
Got to get it out of there for other people.
So, Key Stage 2 maths, what is 27 squared? If you're in a team, one of you can keep working on that. I think we're going to keep going. So now we're in secondary school. Key Stage 3. Key Stage 3 French. So what am I saying? You've got to translate what am I saying in French into English. And I haven't done French since GCSE, so Sorry, there is a French speaker and my pronunciation's rubbish. So what am I saying in French? J'ai une sœur et elle s'appelle Jenny. J'ai une sœur et elle s'appelle Jenny. What did I just say in French? I mean, I did get an A in GCSE, but I haven't done it since. And that was when I was, 14? So a while ago.
60.
No, I took it early. I was that good, actually.
Show off.
Yeah. Key stage 3 geography is question 6. What is the name of the feature where a meander has been cut off from a river channel? This is one that I feel like everyone remembers from geography. And I don't know why. Sorry if you don't. But I feel like this will be stuck in my head forever. So when a meander is cut off from a river, what's the name of that feature? Don't know why I'm doing it with my hands. Sorry. Okay, question 7. Key stage 4, English literature. Now I did Romeo and Juliet, so it's a question about Romeo and Juliet because I did that for my GCSE. How many characters die in Romeo and Juliet? How many characters die in Romeo and Juliet? Now you've got a couple in there that are probably hopefully obvious.
I've got someone who's not done geography.
Oh no. But yeah, how many characters die? Probably a couple of obvious ones, but there may be more. How many characters die in total in the play Romeo and Juliet? And now GCSE RE. Did you do GCSE RE?
No.
I did.
Wasn't even an option.
Oh, really? What is the name? And I've been learning about this because I've been planning RE for my school. What is the name of the supreme being in Hinduism? I had to do some research. I didn't know much about Hinduism. But if you were doing GCSE RE and you're studying Hinduism, you would know. So see what you think. If not, have a guess.
The Shakespeare question is GCSE level, so that's 14s to 16.
Yes, 14s to 16. Oh no.
Oh.
That means one of their children knows it, maybe.
Oh, in which case, very well done.
Very well done.
I had
well
no
done,
idea.
Joanna. And then finally, horrible questions. A-level. A-levels. A-level history. Now I didn't do A-level history, so I had to do some Googling, but lots of them do stuff about Russia in history and the Russian Civil War. Apparently, it's on lots of the syllabuses at the moment. Syllabuses? Don't know. In what year did the Russian Civil War begin? In what year did the Russian Civil War begin? If you're doing A-level history or you were studying A-level history, you would probably know. Or you were probably revising it. And finally, question 10.
Well done, Charlotte.
Oh, well done, Charlotte. Question 10 is A-level biology. What 4 different letters are used for the 4 bases in DNA? Now, I did remember this, and I did A-level biology. Didn't do very well, but I knew the answer to this. So if you were doing A-level biology recently, or whether you did it when you were in college, then maybe you remember. If not, just guess 4 random letters of the alphabet. What 4 different letters are used for the 4 bases in DNA? Right. I'm going to tell you the second bonus question. If you want me to repeat any from that last round, just let me know and we'll go back to it. But bonus question 2 was a good one. And Joss did really well at this because I asked him this without prompting him. So there are 10 answers to this. See how many you can get. There are 10 different squares on a traditional Monopoly board that aren't properties, like the coloured pieces, or stations. So 10 types of spaces on a Monopoly board that aren't properties, where you can put a house, or train stations. What are they? So you can go and have a think about that. Someone wants me to repeat question 6. Question 6 was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Question 6 was Key Stage 3 Geography. What is the name of the feature when a meander has been cut off from a river channel? Good luck. Again, it's lodged in my mind and I don't think it'll ever go away. But yeah, so that bonus question, 10 different squares on a traditional Monopoly board that aren't properties or stations. Have a little think. I'll give you, I don't know, 15 seconds. Is this going well? I feel like this is going well. I was very nervous beforehand. We were both quite nervous, I think. I was getting stressed out about the internet not working. So, should we do answers? Should we do answers?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do answers. So, the school questions. What colour do you get when you mix yellow and blue? The answer is green. I'm hoping that we all get the first few questions right, but don't worry if you don't. Question 2, what is water called when it's been evaporated? The answer is steam. I suppose if you want to be really tricky, water vapour, maybe. But the answer I was going for was steam. Question 3, what book should you use to find synonyms and antonyms? The answer is a thesaurus. So finding words that have the same meaning or opposite meanings, synonyms and antonyms. Good for when you're writing, like, I don't know, poetry or stories. I always tell children to use thesauruses when they talk about a character being nice. Nice is a rubbish word. I don't say that to them. Maths question. I mean, I kind of want to see. Yeah, Lydia, you can have it if you put paper. Maths question. Tell me what you got. Did anyone get it right? I want to see in the comments. See if anyone got the maths question right. 27 squared. Oh, that's a good joke. I like that. Have you seen that joke?
Yeah.
What have they got? 729. You're right. Well done. The answer to the maths question, 27 squared is 729. J'ai une sœur et elle s'appelle Jenny. I was saying in French, I have a sister and her name is Jenny. I would hope that my parents would get that right. Even if they don't know French, maybe they would have picked up on my sister's name. But we'll see. Question 6 is the geography question. It's an oxbow lake. And I will never forget that. I don't know why I remember that, but good, I'm glad, Dad. Glad you got it right. But yeah, I don't know why. Everyone remembers oxbow lakes. I think it's quite often it's like a moon shape or a banana. Question 7. How many characters die in Romeo and Juliet? The answer is 6. And they are Romeo, Juliet. That's fine. That's fine. Romeo, Juliet, Tybalt, Mercutio, Paris, and Romeo's mum. Apparently, when she finds out, I did remember that. When she finds out her son has died, she has a heart attack. Very sad. But yeah, 6 characters die in Romeo and Juliet. Next one was Jisisi Ari. The name of the supreme being in Hinduism is Brahman. Which just because I've been researching it because I'm starting to teach it next year, I thought Hindu people had lots of different gods, but they don't actually. They have one god, and then all these other gods and goddesses like represent parts of Brahman. So there you go. The more you know. Question 9 is A-level history. What year did the Russian Civil War begin? I wouldn't have had the foggiest idea, apart from it was in the 20th century. The answer is 1917. 1917, the year that the Russian Civil War began. And the last one, what 4 different letters are used for the 4 bases in DNA? They are A, T, C, and G. A, T, C, and G. So I hope you did well. Let's do the next bonus question, then we'll find out how you did in that next round of 20. So the 10 squares on a Monopoly board that aren't properties or stations are Go, Community Chest, Income Tax, Jail, the Electric Company, Free Parking, Waterworks, Go to Jail. Oh, have I not done enough? Blah, 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 blah. I've missed one. This is awful. I'm going to have to Google. Chance. That's the one I missed. So, Go, Community Chest, Income Tax, Jail, Electric Company, Free Parking, Waterworks, Go to Jail, Chance, and Super Tax, or Luxury Tax it's called on some boards. So Super Tax or Luxury Tax for that last one. So, a point for each one of those that you got right. What did you get out of 20 on that next round in question together? What did you get? Or how many have you got out of 40 so far? I don't think I would have done very well on that. I don't.
2020. Oh,
20
well
out
done.
of 20. What? That is insane. You've got some older. Did your kids do? I'm assuming it's David I'm talking to. Perhaps. Did your children do those A levels, or was it someone else you knew it? Well done for the Monopoly question. 10 out of 10.
I only got 9.
Well
so
done,
you beat
Newtons.
me.
You missed. You missed Chance. You missed
Community
Chest when you did it. You did very well. Well done, everyone. Cool. This is the round that I am. So this is the picture round. Next, round 3, picture round. Joss did some drawings, and he's not the best artist, but he did very well, and he tried his best. So you will need to be nice to him. You've got to guess who he's drawn. Some of them are real people, and we'll tell you whether we want the name of the character or the person. So if it was like, I don't know, give me an example. If it was Johnny Depp, we'd say the person, but if it was Jack Sparrow, we'd say the character. So we'll tell you whether we want person or character. Pete McKenzie's just said, oh dear. Yeah, you should say, oh dear. I was crying laughing while he was doing these. Some of them are better than others. Just so you know. Okay, cool. So, question number 1, what do we want? We want the name of I think we want the name of the character. Yeah, we'll have the name of the character. This is number 1. Which character is this? I'll hold it up for, I don't know, 5 seconds. I mean,
yes, Steve's drawing round inspired.
Yeah, Lydia, we loved it. You and Steve's round definitely inspired us. You wait for some of the others, because you can compare some of Joss's drawings to Steve's. I think Steve's will probably better. So, which character is this? Number 1. Number 2. Which person is this? Which person is this? I mean, you can, as well as saying who they are, you can also rate them if you want. Tell me what your favourite was. Tell us what your favourite was at the end. Which person is this? Number 2. Okay. Number 3. Who is this? Number 3. Who is this? Which person is this? Brilliant. I love this round. I love it. This is my favourite round. Okay. Question 4. Which person? So this is a person playing a character, but we want the name of the person. Which person is this? She's got, well, maybe the way that it's a she. Sorry. Maybe you didn't know. I think that's pretty clear. Number 4. Which person do you think this is? Cool. Halfway there. This one's easy. This one's easy. I'm only going to flash this up. This one's really easy. Which character is this? I think this one might be one of his best.
She didn't say that when I was drawing
certainly
it.
One of the simpler ones. Which character is this? Try and give us a full name, if you can, for each of them. Yeah, I think we need a full name for each of them. Which character is this? Number 6. Number 6. Which person is this? Imagine, right? You were asleep. It's around the door. Which person is this? Joss is crying. I was crying earlier. Which person is this? Not crying because I'm being mean. Cry laughing. I hope you won't have it. We won't have a fight afterwards because I've been really mean about his drawings. I think this is my favourite. Question 7. Which character is this? I think this is, again, quite an easy one. I'm glad you agree, Lydia.
Although it made Catherine cry laugh as I was drawing it.
This one, oh yeah. It's her sort of cheekbone here, sort of. It's fine, don't worry. She's quite an angular lady. Which character is this? Again, quite a good one, number 8. Who is this? They all look very stern.
I'm not very good at eyes, that's why.
I want to keep the pictures. I said we could have them framed, but we'll see. Who is this?
This one, they've got to have both.
No, too complicated. Choose. What do you want? Person or character? Choose. Person, right. We want this person's name, not the character, the person. A very expressive face. What person is this meant to be? And finally, we want the character's name, full name. I think this is probably the hardest question, and not because the drawing's the worst, just because it's the hardest. We want this character's full name. Who do you think this character is? Oh, yeah. Who is this character? Full name. Joss has been watching a lot of this recently.
All of it.
Yeah, all of it. Binged on this. Or weird show to binge on.
I watched it in between other things.
Cool. So that was the picture round. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did
Let
while
us know-
Joss was drawing.
Let us know which ones are your favourites.
Yeah, once we give the answers, maybe. Cool. And now the bonus question. Bonus question number 3 is, and Mum and Dad, I hope Jenny's here because she'll really help you with this one. What are the top 10 highest grossing, made the most money, Broadway musicals of all time? What are the top 10 highest grossing Broadway musicals of all time? Oh, Pete wants to see number 3 again. There's number 3 again. Top 10 highest grossing Broadway musicals of all time. And it's, in case you wanted to be really serious about it, it's not adjusted for inflation, apparently. The place where I got it from. So it'll give you, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds to think about it. Out of all of them, I've seen 2. I thought I liked musicals. If you count films as well, of them, I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've seen 6. But in theatres, I've only seen, in theatres, I've seen 3. So just name some popular musicals. If you're not sure, just name some popular musicals. Top 10 highest grossing Broadway musicals of all time. Right, I think we're ready for the answers.
I think we should get people to put their guesses in and then say
Oh,
correct.
no, that'll take too long because there's such a delay. I think we'll just tell them.
Okay.
A really good idea, but I think there's a 30-second delay between what I'm saying and the comments that come up. So, number 1, we asked for the character. It is Mary Poppins. I think it's like the flowers on the hat. Number 2, we asked for which person this is. It's Boris Johnson. I think he looks a bit like a scarecrow, but maybe he does anyway in real life. Picture 3. It's meant to be Alan Sugar.
Flip into it.
Of The Apprentice. Question 4. The person we were looking for is Audrey Hepburn in the film Breakfast at Tiffany's. I think that's quite a popular, famous picture, but just hadn't seen it before. So.
No, I had.
Oh, had you? Okay. It's Audrey Hepburn. Question 5. It's Maggie Simpson, the character. Don't know why I said the character, as if someone who looked like this would be a person. Question 6. It's Gordon Ramsay. Question 7 is Cruella de Vil. I think number 7 is quite good as well. In the style of the film. Number 8. I think number 8 might be the best one. I don't know. He's got a very recognisable face anyway. But number 8 is Henry VIII. Number 9, what do we ask for? We asked for the person's name.
Yeah.
Rowan Atkinson, who plays Mr. Bean. It's meant to be. And then question 10. I'm just laughing because I saw it again. We asked for the character's full name, which I thought was hard. So it's Dawn French as the Vicar of Dibley, but her character's name I knew was Geraldine, you knew was Geraldine, but we couldn't think of her surname. So that's why we thought we'd leave that till last, because actually I think this is probably the hardest one. Her character's name is Geraldine Granger. Her full name. Well done if you got that one right.
Well done, Pete. 10 out of 10.
Well done. And then the musicals bonus question. The top 10 highest grossing Broadway musicals of all time. going from least to most money, I guess. Cats, Les Miserables, Jersey Boys, Hamilton, which is strange because it's a more recent musical, but also I guess it's very popular. And if it's more recent, then I don't know.
No half points.
No half points. Never half points. We're brutal. Otherwise, I think lots of people would get 10 out of 10. Then Mamma Mia. Then The Book of Mormon. And then Chicago. Phantom of the Opera. Wicked. And then the highest grossing Broadway musical of all time is The Lion King, which I wouldn't have thought. I mean, it's very good. It's very good, and I've seen it in the West End, but I don't know, most money of all time.
Yeah, but it's the longest running as well.
I thought Vegas was the longest running.
Oh no, second one.
Anyway, well done if you got some of them right. Let us know what you got out of that bunch of 20.
Well done, Ian, on remembering her middle name.
Dad thought it was the vicar of what's her name? Of Gogglebox.
No.
We did say a character. 13 out of 20, 15 out of 20. Well done. Lots of people doing very well.
Yeah, some strong scores in there.
Very good. I think that was good. That was a good round for lots of people. Round 4. Do round 4. Round 4 is different. So there's 2 questions, and no, not 2 questions. 2 answers for each question. We want the book title and the author for each one. We're going to give you 3 chapter headings from a book, and we want the book title and the author. Again, if there are children watching, you might have some ideas because they are all, would you say they're all children's books?
Yeah.
Classic children's books. I think they were all on a list of sort of classic children's books, so maybe a good one if you've got younger people with you. So we want the book title and the author for each one. So the first book, the 3 chapter headings are The Reader of Books, The Hat and the Superglue, and Throwing the Hammer. So what is the book title and who wrote it? I like this round.
Give them again.
The Reader of Books, The Hat and the Superglue, and Throwing the Hammer. What books are they all from? What book is it? Are they all from? Yeah, and who wrote it? Book 2. The chapters we've got are Into the Forest, A Day with the Beavers, and The Spell Begins to Break. Into the Forest, A Day with the Beavers, and The Spell Begins to Break. What book is that from and who wrote it? The third book, and we want the exact title. Won't say any more, but the exact title. The Keeper of Keys, The Midnight Duel, The Man with Two Faces. What book is that from and who wrote it? The Keeper of Keys, The Midnight Duel, and The Man with Two Faces. It just popped up on the screen. Book number 4. This is the one Joss didn't know. Wilbur's Boast, The Miracle, and Off to the Fair. Wilbur's Boast, The Miracle, and Off to the Fair. What book is that from and who wrote it? I didn't know the author. I knew the book, but I didn't know the author. I had to look it up. And the last book is 3 chapters. Overhill and Underhill, Flies and Spiders, and The Return Journey. Overhill and Underhill, Flies and Spiders, and The Return Journey.
Number 3.
What book is that from, and who wrote it? Number 3, the third book. The chapters for book 3 were The Keeper of Keys, The Midnight Duel, and The Man with Two Faces. Duel, not duel like a diamond, duel like a fight, like a sword fight. But was it with swords? No, not in that book anyway. So, hope you got those ones right. Let's do the bonus question. So we said before about not liking sports questions. This is the only other sports question we've got, but it's one that you can get 10 marks for, so we're being quite generous. What countries won the most gold medals, so gold, silver and bronze all added together, in the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio?
The most medals.
The top 10 countries with the most medals from the Rio Olympic Games in 2016. Give you a little bit of time to think about it. Remember, you can only guess 10. So if you think of more, you might want to, if you've got a team going on, discuss and make some decisions. I wasn't sure. There are a few countries that I knew would be in there probably, but I wasn't surprised, but not all of them. I wouldn't have known all of them. Give you a little bit more time for that one. I love these pictures. I keep looking at them. I need to close the book because Mary Poppins is staring at me. Give you, I know. Oh, Pete, what book did you miss? Do you know? Do you know what number it was? Without giving it away. If you tell me, I'll repeat. Don't know. Can you see? No. Or is it the same for you?
Nothing's come through yet.
Okay. Hasn't come through yet. So we'll wait and see whether we can get yours. Comments are on a delay, so it's really annoying because we can ask you a question, then we have to wait and sort of watch the screen for you to answer. This web's so tense. I think we might just do answers. Sorry, Pete. I'll say the chapters again, and if you get there before me, you can have the mark. Don't know which. Well, I'll read the chapters out, and if you have a hunch, just get it quickly before I say it, and then you can have a mark. So, book 1 was The Reader of Books, The Hat and the Superglue, and Throwing the Hammer. Those are all chapters from Matilda, and the author was Roald Dahl. Book 2, the chapters were Into the Forest, A Day with the Beavers, and The Spell Begins to Break. Those are all chapters from The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, and the author is C.S. Lewis. Book number 3, the chapters were The Keeper of Keys, The Midnight Duel, and The Man with Two Faces. Those are all chapters from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. You need to have the specific title. You can't just say Harry Potter. That's not fair. The Man with Two Faces. What's his name?
Voldemort.
No.
Oh,
Quirrell. That's it. Quirrell.
Well, Voldemort is one of the faces.
Yeah, Voldemort's in his turban, isn't it? At the end. And the author is J.K. Rowling, which I forgot to say, but hopefully You got that one right. Book number 4. The chapters were Wilbur's Boast, The Miracle, and Off to the Fair. Those are all chapters from Charlotte's Web. And the author is E.B. White, which I didn't know. I think I've read it before, but I forgot it. Have you read that book?
No.
It's quite a sad book, actually. At the end, very sort of deep for a children's book. It's about a pig and a spider becoming friends. Very nice. Are you feeling okay? And the last book, the chapters were Over Hill and Under Hill, Flies and Spiders, and The Return Journey.
Yeah, it's 1 point for each.
1 point for the book and 1 point for the author. Yeah, 2 separate points. So it's out of 10 again. Those are all chapters from The Hobbit, and the author's J.R.R. Tolkien. So well done if you got those right. So it's out of 10 for that round. And then the bonus question: what countries won the most gold medals in the Rio Olympic Games in 2016? Going from least to most, the answers are Canada, Italy, Australia, Japan, France, Germany, Russia, Great Britain, China, and the United States. So well done if you got some of those. I definitely wouldn't have got all of them. Well done if you got most of them right. Oh, sorry, Newtons. Sorry, Charlotte, was that a bit tricky? Well done for trying. How did you do out of 20 on those last 2 rounds? So on the books and the Olympic countries.
Good spread of that. One's there.
I can only see one on this screen. Oh, 16, 9, 9, 15, 16, 9. Gosh, well done. Loads of people doing really well. Oh, you made up for it, Joanna, with 9 out of 10 on the Olympics. Well done. Oh, well done, Dad. 14 out of 20. Lydia, you're doing very well. Well done. I think you might have the highest score that I've seen. Well done, Lydia. So we've got 1 round left and 1 bonus question left. Okay, this round I've titled Useless Facts, because it's all very niche and you probably won't know them, but you can have a guess. Or you might know some of them, and some of them might just be educated guesses. An estimate, maybe, for some of them. Okay, so we've got 10 questions, then we've got 1 final. Well done, Lydia and Steve. Sorry, Steve. I just assumed that Lydia's doing all the work. So yeah, the useless knowledge round. Oh, well done, Ian. 58 out of 80 so far. Gosh. Okay, so useless knowledge round. And parents who we've spoken to about these questions, you're not allowed to play. You're disqualified. Question 1. What word beginning with B is the name for a group of unicorns? Very exciting. What B is the name used for a group of unicorns? It is a real word that we use in other places. So what word beginning with B is used to describe a group of unicorns when you see them in the wild? National animal of Scotland. That's a really good question as well. Unicorns are the national animal of Scotland. Question 2. Spoon feed is the longest word in the English language with what specific quality? You might want to write it down to have a look at it. That's all I'm going to say. Spoon feed is the longest word in the English language with what specific quality? Question 3. What shop selling a particular item? So what kind of shop? But it's a shop that sells a particular thing. What kind of shop might use a Brannock device? I thought this was an interesting one. You know the answers to these ones, don't you? We wrote these ones together. What kind of shop would use a Brannock device? Question 4. What new thing beginning with B did Henry VIII put a tax on in 1535? What B did Henry VIII introduce a tax on in 1535?
It wasn't a bumblebee.
It wasn't bumblebees, no. You guessed something that was wrong. I can't remember what it was.
It was
Can't
wrong.
remember, but
You
we're
might
not going
guess
to
the
tell you.
same.
You might guess the same. Question number 5. What is unique about Basenji dogs? It's a certain breed of dog. What is unique about them? What is unique about Basenji dogs? Question number 6. Again, you either probably know this or you don't, which isn't very helpful. What word beginning with T, which I'm going to say isn't a word we use for anything else, so you might just be having a guess if you don't know. What word beginning with T is used for the dots on lowercase i's and j's? What is the name of the dot on top of the not capital I and J? Have a guess if you don't know. Bit niche. Question 7. Who has the record for winning the most Academy Awards? Or the most Oscars, the same thing. Who has the record for winning the most Oscars? And just a little hint, they're not an actor or actress. They've won it for other things, not for acting or not for acting in films. Who has won the most Oscars? Which person? I like this one. Question 8. What type of animal that is found in the Caribbean is commonly called a mountain chicken because of how it tastes? I guess it tastes like chicken. What kind of animal in the Caribbean is commonly known as a mountain chicken? Brilliant question. Question 9. What day of the week do the most bank robberies happen on? What day of the week do the most bank robberies happen? Apparently, I think it was the CIA said, in America said, 25% of bank robberies happen on this day. Which day of the week is it? And the final question in this round, what do 3 kings on a traditional deck of cards have that the King of Hearts doesn't have? What does the King of Hearts not have on a traditional deck of cards that all of the other kings do? Again, let me know if you want any repeated.
And no running off to have a look at your deck of cards.
No, yeah. If you've got a deck of cards. Well, I don't know. Maybe they should be allowed for initiative. But cool. Let me know if you want any repeated. If not, I will carry on although I can't because I've literally lost the question. Need to find it again now. Where did it go? There we go. The last bonus question is, there's a list of the best-selling albums in the UK. What 10 artists are at the top of that list? Some of them are on there multiple times at the top of the list. So we're just asking for the top 10 different artists with the best-selling albums in the UK. Not all UK artists, but top best-selling albums in the UK. Sold the most, not about making the most money. It's about who sold the most. So have a little think about that. So 10 different artists. You wouldn't have a clue on that one, would you? You're not very good on your music. You're feeling okay? Do you want to move? Okay. So 10 different artists with the best-selling albums in the UK. Yeah, of all time. Best-selling albums in the UK of all time. Wow, I'm going blind. I need to close the curtain 1 second. Sorry, that's a bit better. So hopefully you've had a chance to think about those albums. I haven't seen anyone respond with needing any of the other questions repeated from that other round. So, but let me know if you do. Give you about 10 more seconds. Cool. Let's do the answers. So, question number 1, and I really like this. Question number 1, a group of unicorns is called a blessing, which I think is very sweet. A group of unicorns is called a blessing. Question number 2, spoon feed. It is the longest word. Oh, sorry, Francis. It's the best-selling albums in the UK. So they're not UK or British artists necessarily, but it's the best-selling albums in the UK. So sorry, question 2, spoon feed. It's the longest word in the English language that has the letters in reverse alphabetical order. Who would have known? So yeah, not alphabetical order, backwards alphabetical order. Question 3, a shoe shop uses a Brannock device. It's what they use to measure your feet with the little sliders and things to get you your shoe size. It's called a Brannock device. Question 4, what bee did Henry VIII introduce a tax on in 1535? He introduced a tax on beards, which I mean Joss would have been in trouble. I like the spoon feed one as well, Pete. But yeah, no, so yeah, Henry VIII introduced a tax on beards in 1835. What is unique about Basenji dogs? They do not bark. Maybe you got that one. Question 6, the T, the dots on lowercase i's and j's beginning with a T is called a tittle. I didn't think many people would do very well on this round. It's quite specific knowledge. But yeah, a dot on a lowercase I or j is a tittle. So if you're dotting your I's, you're actually tittling your I's. Who has the record for the most Oscars? Walt Disney. For short films, so for, I guess, directing or producing short films, Walt Disney has the most Oscars. Question 8. What type of animal is called a mountain chicken? It's a frog. Because I guess they taste a bit like a chicken. This specific kind of frog that lives in the mountains is called a mountain chicken. Question 9. What day of the week do around 25% of bank robberies happen? The answer is Friday. Don't know why, maybe, no, I was going to guess why. When the most paydays are, Job says. Fair enough. So the most money's coming into the bank on a Friday. Is that what you think?
All people desperate for money.
Fair enough. And question 10. What do 3 kings on a traditional deck of cards have that the Queen of Hearts doesn't? He doesn't have a moustache, the King of Hearts. Apparently, it was because there was a printing problem with, like, I don't know, one of like manufacturers, and now it's just become standard. But if you Google it, like, I had to check, but like the traditional ones that you sort of have in your mind, yeah, the King of Hearts doesn't have a moustache. And the final question. We're doing quite well for time, aren't we? I think we're doing well. It's 10 to 8. We're going to be done for the crap. The best-selling albums in the UK. So we wanted to know what different artists. I'm sorry. Loads of people had 0, and I'm really sorry. I think you should be very proud with 2. Well done, Joanna. Well done, Francis. There's a reason why this one was at the end, and I'm very sorry about it. But we still, hopefully you've learned some things for your next quiz. Or if you're writing one for other people, you could use it in your quizzes. The last bonus question. What artists are at the top of the list for having best-selling albums in the UK? The answers in reverse order. Madonna, Fleetwood Mac. There's then 2 artists who are higher up on this, so I'm going to skip them. Dire Straits, Pink Floyd, Michael Jackson, who's also further down on the list, Oasis, Adele, the Beatles, ABBA, who is one of Joss's favourites.
No, no.
And top of the list was Queen, and they're on the list again lower down. So Madonna, Fleetwood Mac, Dire Straits, Pink Floyd, Michael Jackson, Oasis, Adele, the Beatles, ABBA, and Queen. What did you get? Maybe you scored better in that one compared to the round before it. I'm hoping you did. What did you get for that round? Or the last 2? 7 out of 20. Well done. That's good. 6 out of 20, 7 out of 20. Excellent. Well done, everyone. If you want now, you can add up all your points and tell us what you got out of 100, which was meant to be the aim. You can even tell us what percentage instead, and make it sound a bit more impressive. Pete's saying you can watch Mamma Mia with him. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, Pete, we'd love to.
No, thank you.
Yes, please. What did you get out of 100? Gonna wait for some answers to come in. That's the end of the quiz. So if you have something else to do, then that's fine. Ooh, Liam, well done, Liam. And your family, I think, you are watching with you as well, aren't they? 69. That's good. 45 out of 100. Well done. 67, 62. Amazing. So far, Liam's family are winning. 64. Well done. What percentage is the 60 in like a test? What grade would you get? I don't know.
C.
Who knows? A C. Fair enough. Oh no, someone's saying 57% was a C. Maybe it's in the 60s as like a B. Which is good because you're all very clever. 51. Anyone else want to share what they got with us? Well done. Yeah, Rose thinks she got a B. Fair enough. So yeah, I'll wait for a few more answers to come in. Oh, a 2-2. That's a good way of thinking about it, Ruth. Solid 2-2. Brilliant. Well done, everyone. Well, there's 5 minutes left until the clap to the NHS. I think at the moment Liam's family are winning with 69. So well done. I think you might be the ultimate winners. Very good. I hope you enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun writing it. I had a lot of fun writing the questions. I enjoyed thoroughly Joss's drawings. Can we do another one sometime? Sure. Yeah. If people want to have another one, let us know and we'll plan another one. And maybe Joss will want to be on camera this time, but it's okay. He was feeling a bit poorly at the end, so we just thought it would be just me. But that's okay. He definitely helped me a lot with planning it. I think the drawings are excellent as well. Brilliant. Yeah, we'll plan another one and we'll let Church know. Maybe in a couple of weeks or something. That'd be good, wouldn't it? If you know us, I'm assuming most of you do, you can wish Joss a happy birthday on Sunday. Birthday, very exciting. Some of you have already sent cards. Very nice. Vision on. See, I'm too young to know what that is. I'm assuming it's like Art Attack or Smart or something. Those are the drawing videos we had when we were younger. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. Well done to Liam's family for, I think, winning the whole thing, getting the highest score. Congratulations. And Dad's called you Susie Dent because you're off to the side. He's happy with that. He's giving you a thumbs up. Right, bye-bye. Enjoy clapping for the NHS in a couple of minutes. Have a lovely week and hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye. He's waving too. Bye.